guys, welcome to another active stretch and recovery with core moves. So today we're going to do a yoga flow. It's a bit of a power yoga flow and its main focus is on your sun salutations with your vinyasa. So we'll just go over the vinyasa real quick and then we're going to move through it. So your vinyasa is when you do your chaturanga upward dog. So you would roll down, halfway lift, down you go, and this is where you step, hop or walk back to your plank. So your hands hit the floor, you either walk back into your plank, you step back into your plank, or you hop back into your plank. Then you take your down dog plank, then your chaturanga. So your chaturanga is bend your elbows to come into your tricep push-up. Then you push your toes, so you want to really plant or flex your feet and push your weight forward as you squeeze your glutes, come onto the top of your feet and lift your chest and heart to your upward dog. Then you roll back through the feet as you use your belly to lift yourself back into your plank and back to your down dog. Your other options for your vinyasa are from your downward dog to go knees, chest, chin. So you come forward to your plank, you drop your knees, you lower your chest and your chin, so you're still doing your tricep push-up, and then you push your hips into the floor, push your palms into the floor and lift to your little baby cobra, and then you pull your hips back again by pushing into your hands, come back, knees, chest, chin, push back up to 4-point kneeling, plank, and down dog. So you don't have to do your vinyasa, you can stay in your down dog, or you can move into your child's pose, whatever option feels good for you. Child's pose again is toes connected, knees wide, hips on heels, stretch the body forward, okay? So those are your options. We're gonna move through this one step at a time today. So get yourself ready, get your mat, and we're going to start at the top of our mat with our feet in parallel, facing forward and hip distance. So your heels are directly into your sit bones. And let's just draw up through the front of the body, roll the shoulders back, pull the belly button in, relax the eyes, maybe even close the eyes, and focus for a minute on our balance. And we're just going to bring our awareness to our breath and try and slow it down so we have a nice slow and even breath through the nose and a nice slow and even breath through the nose. So let's try and breathe through our nose today where possible. I breathe through my mouth because I'm trying to talk at the same time. But just concentrate on the awareness with your breath, trying to make your inhale and your exhale the same length. So if it takes you 3 seconds to inhale, then try and make 3 seconds to exhale. And while we're bringing our awareness to our breath and stacking the body and feeling the length through the whole spine, maybe just give yourself an intention for your practice today and just repeat it quietly to yourself in your mind, giving yourself a focus for your practice and repeating it at the beginning and the end of the practice just gives you a bit more chance of that focus or that intention actually coming true. We're going to take one more inhale and exhale. And then on our next inhale, we're just going to soften our knees slightly, coming into a little bit of a squat. And then exhale, sweep the hands up to the sky, palms facing each other, straighten the legs, stand up tall. And then lift up through the front of the chest to salute the sun in a little baby back bend. Exhale, let's bring the hands together, stack the spine in neutral, and bring the hands to our prayer center. Inhale, soften the knees, hands down by your hips. Exhale, sweep them up, little baby back bend, lift the sternum. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, bend the knees, soften them, reach the hands up on your exhale, stand nice and tall. Inhale, little baby back bend. And exhale, hands to prayer center. One more time and then we'll move on. Inhale, soften the knees, hands by your hips. Exhale, push into the floor, stand up tall. Inhale, lift the sternum. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Here we go, adding on. Hands by the sides, Tadasana. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, stand it tall. Inhale, lift the sternum. This time we're going to dive the body forward. Open the arms out to a T. Dive the chest forward, coming into a forward fold. to side, back to your little baby back bend. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Inhale, soften the knees, Tadasana. Exhale, lift it up, baby back bend. Exhale, dive it down. All the way down into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold again. Inhale, rise all the way up, reaching up to salute the sun. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Inhale, bend the knees, Tadasana, and lift. Exhale to fold, all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, back to that salute the sun, little baby back bend, squeezing the glutes. Exhale to prayer center. We're going to add on. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dive it forward. Soften the knees, bring your hands to the floor, step your right foot back into your lunge. Inhale, lift the back long, straight and strong into your lunge. Exhale, lift the hands up overhead. Inhale, little baby back bend. Exhale, hinge the body forward, bring the belly to the thigh, hands to the floor. Soften the body, bring that right foot back in and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're rising up again, all the way up, reaching the hands up overhead, salute the sun. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Inhale, soften the knees. Exhale, rise up, baby back bend. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to dive. Soften the knees. This time we step back with the left foot. Foot goes straight back in parallel. Connect the back line of the body. Lift the chest. Come up to your lunge. Rise the hands up overhead. Inhale, little baby back bend. Exhale, hinge forward, belly to the thigh. Hands to the floor. Find the connection with the belly to pull that foot back in into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, salute the sun. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Inhale, soften the knees. Exhale, baby back bend. And dive. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, soften the knees, step the right foot back again into that lunge. This time come straight up, hands overhead for your little baby back bend. Inhale. Now as you exhale, you're going to open to your first warrior two. So turn the outside heel, your right heel, so that it's parallel with the edge of the mat. Your left foot comes perpendicular with the mat. Square the hips, reach the arms out to either side, stack the body over the midline or your weight over the midline of your body. Reach your hands and gaze towards those left fingertips. Sink a little bit deeper if you can. Inhaling, staying there. Exhaling, equal breath. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, rotate back to that high lunge. Hinge the body forward, hands to the floor. Use your belly, pull that foot in, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. This time we're going to step the left foot back. Come straight up into that high lunge. From there, open up to your warrior on your right side. Reach the fingertips wide. Really draw that knee out and back. Pull the belly in. Center your weight over the midline of your mat. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Take another equal inhale and exhale through the nose. And then take another inhale. As you exhale, rotate back to that high lunge. Hinge the belly to the thigh. Hands to the floor. Use the belly to bring that left foot back next to the right. And forward fold. halfway lift, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, salute the sun. Exhale to prayer center. Inhale, bend the knees. We're going to add a vinyasa this time. Exhale, lift it up, salute the sun. Exhale, dive it down. All the way into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Soften the knees, step the right foot back. Use your breath and your control of your core to lift up to that high lunge with that little baby back bend. Sun's in my eyes. Exhale, open to your warrior two. Inhale and exhale in your warrior two. Reach those arms wide. And then on your next exhale, lift back into your high lunge. Hinge the body forward, thigh to the knee, or belly to the thigh. Hands come down, and this time we're going to step that left foot back to our plank and take your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to come to your upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale, plank, and back to your down dog. Stay in your down dog for a minute, maybe even walk your dog. Really focus on pushing those heels towards the floor, stretching the chest towards the thighs, reaching the fingertips and the heels as far away from each other as possible. Just connecting with your breath, and maybe come into a child's pose if that's what you need. Or just try and stretch in this down dog. Take one more nice, equal inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. And then on your next inhale, soften the knees, look to the hands, walk, step, or jump back to the front of your mat and into your forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. We're going to rise all the way up. Inhale, rise all the way up, salute the sun. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Inhale, soften the knees, rise up, salute the sun. Exhale, dive it down. We're doing the other side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, step the left foot back. Find the connection with the back of the belly. Rise up to your high lunge, little baby back bend. Exhale, open to your warrior two. Reach the knee, reach the hand, stack the body, long and strong and tall. Inhale and exhale equally through the nose. Take another inhale. On your next exhale, rotate back to your high lunge. Exhale, hinge, belly to the thigh. Hands come down. We're stepping back to our plank and taking the vinyasa, or go straight to your down dog or into your child's pose. Otherwise, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Push it forward for your upward bend. Pull it back in, knees, chest, or chaturanga. Push it up to your plank and back to your down dog. If you are in your child's pose, come back into your down dog. And we're just going to stay here for 2 more full breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose, stretching the chest towards the thighs. In and out equally. 1 more full inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, bend the knees, soften them, look to the hands, walk, step, or jump forward to the front of your mat and forward fold. Inhale, lift the body, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Rising all the way up on our inhale this time, sweep those hands wide, lengthen, lift, backward bend. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Adding on, soften the knees, reach it up, salute the sun. Exhale, dive, forward fold, slow, controlled. Halfway lift, lengthen that spine. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, step back with your right foot. Lengthen the body up into your high lunge, little baby back bend if it's for you. Exhale, spin that thigh out, warrior two. One full inhale and exhale in your warrior two. Then on your next inhale, reach the front hand forward, spin the palm up to the sky, and then tip it backwards and straighten the front leg. Stay there and breathe into the side of the waistline. And then on your next exhale, bend that knee again, turn your body back to your warrior two. Inhale and exhale equally through the nose. And then on your next exhale, lift that back heel, spin back into that high lunge. Inhaling, exhale, hinge, belly to the thigh, hands to the floor. And we're going to step back and take our vinyasa. Left foot comes back into your plank. Move into your child's pose, to your down dog, or take your chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin, upward bend, and down dog. Stay and breathe in your down dog. Really enjoy the stretch down the sides of the waistline. If you're in child's pose, come meet us in down dog. And let's take one more full inhale through the nose and one more full exhale through the nose. And then on your next inhale, soften the knees, look to the hands, hop, step, or jump forward and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, salute the sun. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Inhale, soften the knees, push into the floor, power and energy, salute the sun. Exhale, dive it down. We're doing the left side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, step back with the left foot this time, and then use your breath to move into your high lunge with your little baby back bend. And then using your breath, open out to your warrior two. Set your warrior two, breathing in and out, lifting the pelvic floor, pulling everything into the midline of your body. And then with your next inhale, reach forward, turn the palm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tip it back and straighten that front leg if it's for you. If not, you can stay with that front leg bent. You just get a deeper side bend with it straight. And then on your next inhale, bend the knee, open back to your warrior two. One full inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose here. And then on your next inhale, lift the heel, turn to your high lunge. Exhale, hinge, belly to the thigh, hands to the floor. Inhale, exhale, step back to your plank. Move into child's pose, down dog, or take your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Hips to the floor, upward bend. Hips off the floor, knees, chest, chin. Push it up and into your downward dog. Stay in this downward dog for 3 full cycles of breath. And just remind yourself of your intention you set at the beginning of the class. Remind yourself of how you want your dog to progress, or your yoga practice to progress. And finish that last breath, and then soften the knees on the inhale, look to the hands, hop, step, or jump forward, and come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen that spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, power through the legs, salute the sun. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Inhale, soften the knees. Push it up, salute the sun. And dive, forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. Soften the knees, step the right leg back into that lunge. Use the belly, the back, and the breath to rise up to your high lunge with little baby back bend if that's for you. On your exhale, open the body up to your warrior two. Stack the weight over the middle of the mat. Push that left knee out. The right hip back, reach the fingertips long. One more full breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Then from here, reach forward, turn the palm to the ceiling. Exhale, open back up into your back bend. Reverse warrior. Inhale back to your warrior two. And then from here, we're going to bend the left elbow, place it on the left thigh, and reach the right hand overhead, side angle pose. One nice deep inhale and exhale through the nose. On your next inhale, open back into your warrior two. And we're going to move straight into triangle. So you're going to straighten that front leg, tip the body forward, and open the chest the same direction as the legs. Straightening that front leg as much as possible, and you might be quite high, and that's okay. Just stay and breathe in your triangle. And then when you're ready on your next exhale, move back to your warrior two. One full breath cycle in your warrior two. Then on your next inhale, lift that back heel, turn the hips to your high lunge. Exhale, belly to the thigh. Hands to the floor, step that left foot back into your plank. Child's pose, down dog, or take your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Upward bend, squeeze your glutes in that upward bend to protect your lower back. And then back in your down dog. Really push the heels of your hands into the floor in your down dog and try and stretch your tail up to the sky. So you feel like you have a swing underneath your pelvis and somebody's trying to lift you away from the floor in that hammock or that swing. Take one more deep inhale and exhale in your downward dog. And then on your next inhale, soften the knees, look to the hands, walk, step or jump to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Salute the sun. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Soften the knees, inhale. Exhale, power through the legs, baby back bend. Dive all the way, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees, step your left foot back. Use your breath in your belly and the power in your legs to rise up to your high lunge. Little baby back bend. Inhale, exhale, open to your warrior two. Strong in your warrior two, reaching your arms and your knees away from each other, centered over the middle of your mat. One more full inhale and exhale through the nose. Then on your next inhale, flip the hand, reach, exhale, tip it back, reverse warrior. On your next inhale, open back, warrior two. Stay there and breathe, one full inhale and exhale. Then on the next inhale, bend that right elbow, tilt the body to the side, rest that elbow on the right knee, reach the left hand overhead, side angle pose. On your next inhale, unravel yourself back to your warrior two, hands reaching out, knee to the front. And then begin to straighten that front leg, tip the body forward into Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Remember, you might be high, but try and keep your hips and your shoulders square to the same side of the room. On your next inhale, bend that front knee, rise back up, warrior two. Lift the pelvic floor. On your inhale, lift up that back heel, turn the hips, rise up to your high lunge. Exhale, hinge, belly to the thigh. Hands to the floor, step that right foot back into your plank. Go into your down dog or your child's pose, or take your vinyasa. Move at your own pace, with your own breath, and eventually bringing yourself into your down dog. I want you just to float your right foot up behind you into your three-legged dog. On your exhale, bend the knee, pull it towards your nose, flex the spine. Inhale, reach it back up again, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it in, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. This time, pull it in, and then bring your right toe to the back of your left hand, your right knee to the back of your right hand. Uncurl the back toes and slide that left leg back to move into your pigeon. With your chest lifted, your spine long. Enjoy that deep stretch through the right glutes. Try and keep pushing that left hip towards the front of the mat. And then if you're comfortable there, you can soften the elbows, come down onto your elbows, or even down so that your head is propped in your fists, or maybe even all the way down to the floor. When you're ready, push your hands into the floor, rise your hands back up so that your right hand is just in front of your right knee. Curl your left toe under, pull the knee away from the floor. Use the belly, lift you up and come back into your plank. Move into your down dog or take your vinyasa. And let's just stay and breathe in our down dog. Lengthening the body, finding the energy through the heels, the hands, the elbows, the shoulders, sides of the rib cage, up to the sit bones. From the heels of the feet, through the ankle, through the knee, through the groin, and up through the sit bones. And then on your next inhale, float that left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, pull it in towards the nose, flex the spine. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it in, knee to nose. Inhale. And again, this time pull it in, drop that left knee behind the left hand, right toes towards the right hip. Uncurl your right foot and slide that right toe back. Keep the chest lifted to start with. Keep pushing that right hip towards that left heel. And then if you're comfortable here, come down onto your elbows. And if you're comfortable there, come down onto your fists. And if you're comfortable there, come down onto the floor. Whatever level you're at, make it work for your body. Enjoy the opening in the hip and the deep stretch in those lateral rotators. Keep trying to push that right hip towards the left heel or towards the mat so that your hips stay square and you don't twist in your lower back. And then begin to push your hands into the mat. Rise back up, left hand in front of left knee, curl your right toe under, lift the knee away from the floor, find the belly, and step your left foot back to your plank. And then into your down dog, child's pose, or take your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, pull it forward, squeeze the glutes, draw the shoulders back, knees, chest, chin, push up, 4-point kneeling, plank, and down dog. On your next inhale, soften your knees, look to your hands, hop forward, and then drop your heels towards, your hips towards your heels so you come in this low squat. Bring your hands to prayer center, tuck your elbows to the inside of your knees, and push the elbows out wide so you come onto the outside edge of your feet. And try and really fold the body down and let the knees drop out in awkward pose. And then turn those knees back in, bring the hands back to the floor, push the hips up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise the body all the way up, salute the sun. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Inhale, rise the body up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Soften the knees, bring the hips to the heels. Bring your hands back behind you and drop your sit bones down to the floor. Extend your legs out in front of your toes to the ceiling. Reach your hands up overhead. Hinge the body. And then exhale to fold. Grab onto the outside edge of your legs, so you want to bring your elbows to the mat. And then slide your hands forward as far as possible, keeping those elbows in contact with the mat. If you can, grab onto any part of your legs and pull your belly down as low as possible. Flex your toes towards your face. Use your next exhale breath to lengthen the spine back out to that hinge and then sit back tall on your sit bones. Now for this one, if you need to, you can bend your knees. You're going to lean your belly against your thighs and hook your fingers around your big toes. From here, we're going to just scooch our sit bones forward until we can comfortably sit upright with our hands on our toes and our heels in nice and close. And then you're going to curl your lower back away from your thighs. Stretch the shoulders. Stretch the lower back. And then we're just going to pick up the right foot and stretch that leg out nice and straight. And then maybe pull the knee towards the nose. And then drop it back down. Stretch that right shoulder a little bit more. Lift it up. Stretch it down. Lift it up. Stretch it down. And then bend it in. Let's do the left side. So keep that rounding in the spine. Push that left heel away from your left hip. Feel that nice deep stretch in the shoulder. Then pull the toe up towards the sky. Hamstring stretch. Push it back down. Shoulder stretch. Pull it up. Push it down. Pull it up. Push it down. And then bend the knee back in. And we'll lengthen the body back up. Release the toes and allow the knees to drop out to the side. Bring the soles of the feet together and just hold on to the bottom of your feet. Sit up nice and tall. And just allow your knees just to gently flutter down the sides. You might be up here, and your feet might be out here, and that's okay. Wherever you are, try and make your spine nice and long and straight. So feel like you're growing taller while your knees grow heavier. And then we're just going to still those knees. And this is where we're going to pull ourselves forward and bring yourself into your deep forward fold, really stretching out those hips. When you're ready, rise the body up, use your hands to bring your knees in together. Walk your feet out just a little bit, and then straighten your left leg, left toe towards the face, and wrap your right foot over your left leg. Pull into the knee gently to lengthen the spine, and if you're comfortable there, you can stay there. Otherwise, you can take your twist. Reach your left arm up overhead, turn to the right side, bring the hand to the outside edge of that right knee, push into the knee, and bring your right hand back behind you. Lengthen your spine up the whole time, especially with each inhale. Feel your spine grow in your twist. gently bend the elbow, unravel the spine, come back in, pull the spine up in the center. And then we're going to allow that knee just to drop out to the side. So you're in your figure four and just gently pull your body forward. And lengthen up. Unravel that foot, slide it away, pull the left foot in, hook your hands over your knees, sit up nice and tall. And then when you're ready, cross it over. If that's for you, you can stay there. You can even just take a gentle twist or reach that right hand up, twist the body to the left side, bring that hand in front of the left knee, left hand comes back behind the body as you lift the sternum and twist towards your left side. Elbow, release your twist, hand back on the knee, lift the spine up tall, and then drop that knee out to the side in your figure four and come into a fold. And lengthen up, and from there, just extend both legs down to the mat, toes to the ceiling, and bring yourself down, lying on the floor. Relax the shoulders. Sweep your palms up towards the ceiling. Palms are facing each other. Then bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor. And then push your lower back into the mat and straighten your right heel towards the ceiling. And then straighten your left heel towards the ceiling. Then from there, fold your hands into your elbows. Keep the rib cage pulled down, find your abdominals and reach your hands over your head. Squeeze your inner thighs, pull the toes towards your face, contract the muscles in the quads, pull your rib cage down, lift your pelvic floor. We're just going to stay here. You can close your eyes if you want to. And your legs might not be at 90, and that's okay. If your legs aren't at 90 and you feel any tension in your back, go ahead and come so your feet are against a wall just to support you a little bit. So you can anchor your feet on a wall. Okay, so that your hamstrings aren't shuddering with the effort. Let's pick those hands back up over the face, reach the hands up to the ceiling, and as you exhale, flex the spine up. Hands to the ceiling, heels to the ceiling. And release it down, bend the knees. Bring the feet to the floor, hands out to the side. Just gently rock the knees side to side, releasing any tension in the lower back. And then still yourself in the center. Bring your hands in about 40 degrees away from the body. Straighten the legs. Allow the toes to fall out to the side. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And just relax the body into the mat. Bring your awareness back to your intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. Maybe repeat it to yourself quietly in your mind and close your eyes. And bring your awareness back to that breath, concentrating on an equal inhale and an equal exhale through the nose. Connecting ourselves with our breath helps to keep our intention concentrated throughout our practice, especially when we move through some of the more difficult or stronger poses. Maybe repeat your intention again while you focus on that controlled, equal nasal breath. And let go of your intention, let go of your forced breath, and allow yourself to come back to breathing naturally and become heavy in the mat as you rest in your corpse pose or your shavasana. And you can stay in shavasana or if you're ready to come out of it, just gently bend your knees, drop them over to the right side, hug your knees into your chest, relax on your right side for a minute. And then when you're ready, put your left hand on the floor and use your hand. Keep your eyes closed, but push yourself up to seated. And sit however feels comfortable for you, either cross-legged or legs extended in front, or sitting on your knees. Bring your hands to heart center and bow your head.